So, where last we left off, you all attended a party. A party full of vampires, powerful spellcasters, unsettling fae, and whatnot. You even make the decision to split the party, albeit temporarily, but it is a thing you did. After learning some interesting information about the state of a lot of things, specifically about Stillhavity and his involvement in Neverwinter, possibly, and a proposed hiring by vampires. Fun. Eventually, the fae known as Mary Greymalkin tempts the party with a favor in exchange for the drawing of cards from a magical deck. Two of the party members, intrigued by the favors offered and the mysterious deck, decide to take the fae up on the offer, which had its ups and downs. Ups as Chilbu gained 1,000 gold, and then immediately was sent to prison. Veritas, on the other hand, benefited from a scroll of slow, which I'm certain will be extremely useful.
Yay.
Meanwhile, the other part of the party, Eve, Bosch, Tia, and the please don't shoot the messenger Barnabas, the butler, escorted you down into the cells to see one Adibra Gwyn. Got it that time. Which revealed that she was imprisoned, but okay. The okayness didn't last forever, though, as Chelavi came running down the corridor, followed closely by zombies and a horrifying vampiric creature. Deciding to take advice from Chelavi, you run back upstairs to where the rest of the partygoers are. Chelavi does manage to snag Gwen before anything gets to her. The way is sealed to them by a quick-thinking Bosch and Tia. And as you return to the main study, it is revealed that there are more. But the more is quickly and swiftly dealt with by the other partygoers, showing off their various forms of combat prowess. And now as things settle, Chilbu suddenly appears from his trip to a certain prison that had one inhabitant known as Virgil Wintersbane. Chilbu, seeing the horrifying display that he was in, the conditions, he has returned and will do something right now. Chilbu, what are you doing?
Chobu lands, currently sees everyone. Wall, 2 zombies?
You see 2 zombies. They are bumping against an invisible plane of force.
and I am surrounded by Tia. Ooh, Bernardo is right next to me. Hmm,
Bernardo.
Bernardo is his name now.
Yes,
Mr.
sir.
Yeah, I'd grab Eve. Yo, Eve, I saw Veritas. Yo, they got that boy tied up. They out here torturing his ass.
What? What? I'm sorry. What? What?
Yo,
We've just been told that you disappeared. Where did you? What do you
it's,
mean?
it's apparently it sent me to that bitch's house. And I point across the street.
Uh,
You see Heskel
And
Kench standing on the table, scythe drawn, and two halves of a body laying on either side of the table.
is this a wall?
There is an invisible wall there.
Is it like where I'm standing, or is it in between us?
It is it is
Can
thin.
I stand here as well?
You can stand there, and you can kind of watch as the zombies kind of like claw and paw at you, but can't as they
Yo,
impact.
move out the way. Hey, Kit. Hey. Shobu's trying to be seen. Shobu flutters a bit.
You flutter a bit.
What?
Do you want something?
That Kitch?
Yeah.
Yo, you said Veritas was fine. You've been torturing him.
Virgil.
Well, yeah, he's right there behind you.
Fuck. Virgil.
Editor's note: he meant Virgil. Yes.
He even had his name. I think that was the problem. I saw him moving and the name caught in my head.
V's, am I right?
It's like
We
tea.
mean yes. You said he was alright.
Yes. He's alright.
Being tortured every day ain't alright, lady.
You think I would torture my own brother?
Yes.
I need you
I
to
saw that you were torturing your own brother.
I need you to roll a persuasion check.
I need to persuade her that she's a bitch?
Correct. You do, actually.
Oh, I rolled a real die? That's not how this works in this world.
Correct. I do force you to roll a virtual die. That sometimes go your way. Interesting.
That was not as good as what I rolled in the real world.
She looks at you. You claim to have seen my brother?
I describe her whack ass dungeon. And your dungeon's whack.
On a couple of dozen carts, meticulously organized. Altogether, an almost infinite array.
I'm assuming I saw the delivery or whatever that the guards were wearing as well. I described that as well.
Alright.
For different places.
Now I'd like you to roll an insight check.
206 flags.
Why do I keep reaching for that? It's so pretty. It's red, gold.
Just put it away.
I need to cover it.
She looks down on you. Seems a little condescending. But that's just kind of neutral tone for her.
Just 206 pieces of cloth, really. But absolute proof that despite everything,
Oh, so you mute now?
the world has found a way to come together again.
We are facing an unprecedented challenge. We have to postpone the Olympic and Paralympic Games.
Chilbu.
What?
You saw Virgil?
Yeah, I just got back from Virgil. I broke him out of jail, but I couldn't get him with me. They probably took him back to his cell. I couldn't do anything for him.
Which means figuring out ways
Kench, looking down on you,
Everything seemed to stop. Was just
is
the challenge they were making.
going to turn around and leave, yeah.
They all maintained a sense of hope that this night would take place.
And she'll leave out the
Yo,
store.
Wolfie, stop her! Stop her, Wolfie!
To the 206 pieces of cloth about
Damn
to be
it.
unfurled.
Thought you was my boy.
Going to turn to Adriana, who's next to me, like, could she do that? Could she just go?
Well, of course. All guests are free to leave at any time they request. Or wish to.
Why are they on the side with the exit? Where's our exit?
If you wish to leave, the exit is the same way you came.
I don't know if you noticed. I kind of bamfed here.
Oh, sure. Just now, but did you not walk in here when you first arrived?
So who's off?
I guess we should probably go with him. We're gonna get killed otherwise.
Yes, we should be going. Thank you for your hospitality, Lady Eshetel.
Of course. Of course, there is the matter of our uninvited guest.
Oh, you mean all of the zombies and things that just tried to murder all of us in your home?
I will deal with them. I am more referring to her. Kind of nods towards Chelavi.
Yes, well. She is with us. Apologies for her being unannounced. She likes keeping an eye on us to make sure we're all right. And begging your pardon, it's a good thing that she was here, because this situation wound up being very much more dangerous than it was anticipated to be.
Roll a persuasion check.
Come on, Bard.
Can the bard
God
bard their
damn
way
it!
out?
Every time!
Kind of looks at you. Does... You claim that her presence assisted in the detainment of these? Then
The creatures that were attacking us.
Yes.
Well, I certainly claim that her presence is the reason why Miss Gwyn is alive, as you promised us she would remain this entire time. If she hadn't been there, that would not be the case.
Okay.
In any case, we should really be going and get a head start on this mission, so that Ms. Gwyn is not forced to remain in such a dangerous position for much longer. Kind of nods to Chelavi, like in a let's go motion.
Then I have one final question. If she was meant to look after you and Miss Gwyn, then why was she in neither places? I would like to know where she was lurking.
Well, considering the fact that she was not on the invite list, She was probably a bit nervous to be seen by everyone present, in case she might be struck down on sight for wanting to remain with her allies and protect them. As for where she was, I wasn't there. I'm sure she was close enough to keep at least somewhat of an eye on us. But at this point, is it really relevant any longer?
It depends on whether or not your friend let in our intruders or was responsible for them.
Eve looks suddenly kind of angry.
I do not
You
know
would
your friend.
You would accuse one of our number of sabotage when we almost lost the person that we came here to protect because of these intruders? Why
It,
in the nine hells would we do such a thing?
it really doesn't make sense.
It makes sense if you were trying to get her out, using that as a distraction to escape, and it just goes wrong.
I promise you, Lady Eschatel, our group had no such intentions or plans.
If we did, why would me and Chilbu separate to pull these dangerous cards? It would have most likely ruined the whole operation if we were trying to.
Our group almost never has a plan.
He's got a point. Plus, if that was the plan, doesn't seem like a very effective one considering where we all are now. She gestures at the room, at Gwyn standing over there, at Shelby standing over there. Why would we have run up here where everyone else was if that was the idea?
If we had guys waiting to come in from below, would we come back up here and not just go out? I mean, why even have the zombies? We could just go.
Veritas walks over. Tia,
Yes?
I think we're about to leave.
Right? I'm getting that feeling.
Sister nods to Chilbu.
How out loud do you say that?
Just a little bit. Just sister.
Can I have a stealth check?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't look like it registered to Eschatel.
Does it look like it registered to anyone else?
That, I'll need an insight.
Okay. From Veritas or from Eve or who?
Eve seems to be the one that cares.
Yeah, kind of. Oh my.
You're kind of focused on Eschatel right now.
That makes sense.
It's kind of...
Yeah, I don't want to be meta.
The issue is that you're trying to communicate to Chelaby, who is 2 squares away from you. So, yeah.
DM, can I tell from where I am, waiting for the best time to talk to Vespera, if Vespera is focused on me or on them?
Vespera seems to be kind of contemplating things that are happening right now. She is watching what's occurring in the other room. She seems to be kind of reveling a little bit in that.
I see. So Chilbu is being ignored. Okay.
By Vespera. Wolfram is staring at you.
Wolfram always
Unnaturally.
stares at me. That's our
Unwavering.
relationship. I get it. That's our connection.
I would
It
say
was
he tries to make eye contact with you, but he doesn't really have eyes.
Ooh,
Yeah, ugliest undead corpse I've ever seen. I assumed Atlas was probably part of it.
Correct.
Veritas looks to Nifidora. It was a pleasure to meet you. I'm sorry that the the party ended in such a way.
Unfortunate, yes. As Veritas, do not take this personally. But I'm afraid that I must carry out the duties of my office. And she snaps her fingers. And Chelavy disappears.
Huh.
Chalabi!
There's a whoosh of this arctic wind that sends a shiver down all of your spines, except Tia's. I am sorry, Veritas. But she violated the rules of host. And as Winter Court representative, it is my duty to carry out the judging and of these crimes. I will take into account that she did assist the host in carrying out her own duties, but she did enter without permission under unseelie rule.
With a shocked face as he kind of looks at Nifidora. And the Winter Court will be judging these.
I will be the judge presiding over this one, as it was under my supervision that this occurred. But I must be fair.
And no one else is able to be there in the proceedings. Looking at
If
Nifidora.
If it should escalate, I do not think it will be necessary for testimonies. But if it does, you will likely be called on. Again, I do apologize, but I must carry out my duty.
And with a sigh. I see. And he is masking his feelings as he gives a vow. I hope that I can be informed of these this trial. I know that my sister had good intentions.
You will be made aware of any developments.
Guess you have our mailing address, because it seems like everybody else does.
I actually do not. But I can get in contact with you other means.
Good. Let's not give that out any more than it's already been given out. We'll be taking our leave now. Have a lovely evening, everyone.
Guess we're done here.
Harry gives a little bow to her.
I will arrive tomorrow.
Very well.
For the start of the investigation.
In Eve's head, you hear, God damn it. Why?
Yeah, you got that right, buddy. But we'll... hopefully she'll be alright. We made a case.
I trust my sister strong and handle many things that come at her. But I know very little of this winter court.
Not many do know much about it. Also, for God's sake, Veritas, please don't call her your sister in front of these people. You know how they feel about Mox. Uh, where's... Where's Chilbu?
Hang on, Miss Vesperin?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, between you and me, you hate that lady Kent as well, right?
She can be a bit pretentious at times.
How do I get rid of her?
Get rid of her? Ooh. Well, you could just kill her.
Yeah, but like she got like a weakness or something, like
She doesn't have a weakness like most vampires do. But she
I don't
does
need to kill all
lack...
vampires, I just need to kill her.
Right. She
I
mostly...
like vampires.
Her weakness, I would say, is her ambition.
offer her a job first?
No, no. I have suspected for a while that she feels like she should be the one in charge of her court. And she may in fact be right.
That you're out to her daddy. I like this.
Or her mother.
She's got a mother too?
Everyone has a mother. Even me.
Hopefully you'll invite me over one day and I can meet the lady.
You wouldn't like her, and she wouldn't like you.
Well, then my hope for the future has changed. Either way, y'all take care. Bye, Wolfie.
I do wonder, though, why a spawn of Asmodeus is working with a mock after what happened.
I'm sorry, after what happened?
Well, yes. It's not commonly known. Apparently not even all the fiends know. Interesting. But I imagine that the Prince of Lies would want to keep mysteries of bound and afoot. He's like that a lot.
It's gonna be a long story because my friends are walking out the room and I don't know. Maybe we'll talk about it another time.
Sure. Another time.
All right. Catch you soon. Bye, everybody. Chilbu waves at Lady Ashton.
She just kind of looks at you.
Rude. Chilbu leaves.
You all leave Eschatel Manor. Alive! Congratulations.
You don't get an escort from Bernardo,
Yeah,
I guess
I was
it's
gonna
called
say-
now.
Oh yeah.
No, I don't want to escort for Bernardo. Where my girl at?
Oh, did you want Lisa to?
I mean, you can come too, but she's the one with the sword skills.
Alright, I will retrieve Lisa.
We promised Lisa, won't we? Am I going crazy? Feel like we got downgraded there.
So, I will escort you home. Apologies for the confusion.
Wait, Bernardo's not coming now?
Is there another butler somewhere? I thought there was just the one guy.
You just need me.
I'm just confused about who Bernardo is.
His name's not Bernardo?
His name is Barnabas.
Thing. I'm thinking canon. Children actually think his name is Bernardo. Tiredness.
Anyway, shall we be off?
Yes, let's,
Okay.
please.
Alright. You all leave Eschatel Manor and head back home. It has gotten quite late. Small talk is not made, that Lisa mostly just kind of focuses on getting you back. And as you arrive at your place, she gives you a nod and then starts to walk away.
That's rude, boss. Walk her home.
I think she's okay. But I mean, do you want an escort back home? You alright?
Unnecessary.
Okay, thanks.
And she leaves.
I think she's into you.
I think you might be kind of tired.
All right.
It's been a long day for everyone, I think.
Plus, Virgil's alive. Plus,
That's good. That's good to hear. You said he was being tortured.
yeah, I don't think you sucked no blood in a minute. He looked bad.
Virgil, you did you know where he was in the know where he was in the dungeon? Was there
In the
anything?
cell. What the fuck? Like, I had
I
no map. Did you send me the map?
I I don't know what it looked like when you were there.
It looked like a dungeon, and it broke my tools.
But you were able to successfully get him out of his cell?
Yeah, but he could barely move, and there's a lot of guards.
Hmm.
A lot of guards. I
Well,
think the only reason why I was able to get to his cell is I landed in his cell.
you landed in his. Okay,
Yeah,
alright.
I got really two good, really car. I got really good cards. I don't know what you guys are worried about. It was like get rich and see long last friend card.
That sounds like a good deal.
There's a knock at the door.
Huh? Shite.
It's not those pigeons.
Maybe it's the
I
card
guess
lady again.
I'll go
Veritas
open the door.
sits down. Ah,
Opening the door, you see Mary Greymalkin with Chelavy.
And the deck.
Okay, now I'm real confused. Uh, you want to come inside?
Yes, certainly. I am here to return your friend / sister. She was able to reveal important details about tonight's events, and the court trial went without a hitch. She is free to go. But she is not allowed on Eschatel Estate. Probably ever. Honestly, it's the fastest I've ever seen the court move. Only took a week.
Oh, oh, right. Well, thank you. That is good news.
Yes.
Chalabi, are you alright?
I'm alright. Albeit I was a little surprised that she managed to take me in. Although she was a lot kinder than I expected. But in short, yes, I'm fine.
she was pretty nice to chat with. I I would stand up and come closer to you, but I think I've exhausted myself a bit too much. And you see that Veritas's right leg is twisted in a odd position, and it looks a little like flat.
Well, I will let you rest, and will return in the morning.
Y'all want to spend the night?
No, I need to report back to my lady that her charge was delivered safely.
She can come too. Have a sleepover.
Unfortunately, there is other businesses to attend to. But I will be back in the morning. Good night, all of you.
Okay.
And
Good
I,
evening.
And Mary Greymalkin leaves, leaving Shelby. I do apologize for any problems that might have caused.
Did you do it?
Do what?
there's no way that she would have done that.
I don't want to hear nothing from you. Did you do it?
You mean lead the monsters?
Yep.
No. They were trying to kill me.
Unintentionally, you did it.
Well, you see, I caught them in the middle of their theft.
Theft of
Papers.
from
A chateau.
the zombie stole papers.
The vampire was stealing papers. Or vampires, I should say.
Okay, I think we should maybe start from the beginning. What the hell happened?
I separated from the group as soon as we entered and the butler's back was turned. I scoped out most of the manor, trying to identify where they were holding Miss Gwyn. While I was searching the upstairs, I came across a small study where there were 3 vampires and several zombies rummaging through papers and such, searching for something. Unfortunately, I was spotted, and they chased me downstairs.
Does she seem like she's telling the truth?
Well, you know what you need to roll for that.
Oh, come on, dice. Give me something that's not a 2 tonight.
Versus her.
Oh, well, that's not a 2.
That's a pretty convincing story to me.
You do not sense any deception.
Every vampire I know likes to read.
I mean, they've got a lot of time. They probably need to fill it with something.
You see?
And,
Plausible deniability.
I feel like, sorry, I'm interrupting your story here, but if there's going to be stuff like this in the future, maybe you should let us know before.
Yes, that would be ideal.
We're kind of,
Not
can't think of the
knowing.
metaphor, but we were not in a good spot.
Had I been successful, not knowing would have protected you.
Successful doing what?
In not being caught.
You were trying to bust Lady Gwyn out?
If I had been successful, we would have retrieved Miss Gwyn. You wouldn't have known about it. And how could they hold it against you? You were all
And where
there.
were you gonna put her?
I would have brought her.
Here to our hideout? Will they know we were?
It's not a good look.
You're supposed to be the smart sibling.
I was going to put her in a safe demiplane.
Oh. Can we do that to people? Is that also?
Yes,
Chilbu looks to leave.
that is something we can do.
Oh, well, Chelavi can send someone anywhere she wants. She's done it before.
I mean, ethically, is that okay? Can we just put people?
It depends on the person, I'd say.
Why didn't we do that to the little sorcery girl?
To, uh, to Solly?
Yes.
Well, I mean, when you think about it, that's kind of what we did, isn't it? She is in a safe demiplane.
We sold her into a life of slavery.
What? I think that's a bit of an exaggeration.
Does she get paid?
I'm
that
sure
what we
she
did?
does. And she gets free room and board and lovely food and drink and
Most
safety.
slaves get free room and board.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. Think about it.
Listen, anyway. Glad you're alright, Chelavi. Bosch has a very solid point, though. While we appreciate your intentions, I think in the future, working together is usually our best solution to coming at problems, even if you think you're protecting us. Knowledge is power. The more of that we have together, the better. And you wouldn't be any help to us anymore if you sacrificed yourself in an attempt to get us what we want.
I know. I mean, you've done a lot of pretty powerful stuff, but if there's a plan, we can help you too. If we don't know, well, we just do what we do.
Okay.
Good. Glad you're alright. And that goes for all of you. She looks at Veritas and at Chilbu. Dear Lord,
What?
guys.
We told you the plan. We're gonna go play some cards. And we got all good stuff.
You see, Veritas is all blobbed out.
Oh. Yeah, yes. Mm-hmm.
And you see, like, the bubble or whatever, like, it undulates a bit.
Right, he might not have gotten good stuff, but I got all good stuff. And 2 favors, which we probably needed.
Yes, well, thank the stars that it worked out the way it did. I'm glad that things didn't go worse. You fellas or something else. Anyway, I think we all need rest. Preparation for our stuff? Is our stuff still here?
Roll a
It's the bag of
perception
holding
check.
where we hit it.
Oh my. Oh my god. I hate everything.
You look around for the bag of holding, and you don't find it because you looked in the wrong corner. When you look in the right corner, you do find it.
Damn it, Max. Oh, good. Still there. Eve will immediately jog over and get all decked out in her usual stuff again.
You hear burbles.
Like in pajamas?
Oh, well, honestly, I think this outfit is more comfortable to sleep in than the one I usually wear with armor and everything, but I think I'd feel safer with my old stuff. This is, I know we're all exhausted, but honestly, this is probably gonna be a pretty precarious night. I don't think we made many friends in there. We certainly pissed off Kench, although that was kind of the plan.
Yeah, no, Chilbu made friends.
You did? What?
See? Sleepover.
Not in the room, is he?
No. No.
Oh God.
That
In
was
the
just
corner,
that was
lampshade over his head.
that was Chilbu fondly remembering his new best friend Wolfram.
Would be amazing if Wolfram followed us home, but well,
Just staring at you through the window.
Like a big dead puppy.
And I don't know if y'all heard, but Vespera gave me some advice on kill and catch.
She did what? No. When was this?
I mean, if y'all didn't run out the room so quick, y'all maybe could have made some friends too. Only one trying was Veritas.
You see bubbles
I mean,
forming in his body form.
most of our plan was to saw off Kench, which we did, but get her to attack us.
Yeah, that part didn't work too well, but
Sorry.
apparently she's ambitious. I don't know if y'all knew that.
Makes sense for her.
She also has a mom. Important to know.
I think
Oh.
most people do.
Who's your mom?
Well, it's kind of far away, but I do have a mom.
She'll be Laros' eyes. Okay, fine. Apparently, those two things together mean something. But I didn't have enough time to ask because I had to chase you guys.
So she's ambitious and she has parents. Good to know.
That's her secret. That's how we kill her.
Yes. Anyway, I think it's time to get some rest. But, as I was saying, since this might be a precarious night for us, I don't know if my little...
Can I keep first watch with Chelavi?
Yeah, there you go. I was gonna suggest we keep watch.
Is Chelavi still here?
Yes, I'm still here.
Let's watch. Let's keep watch.
I'll take second watch.
I guess that puts me at third watch.
All right.
Eve will also cast the dome.
You cast the dome.
Not that it would help much against Ezruit, but
You never know.
Unless she's gonna keep watch from the dome, it's gonna disappear in the middle of the night.
Oh, it's transparent.
Okay.
Yeah, you can. It's actually one way. You can see out of it, but you can't see into it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I meant like I was probably gonna keep watch like out of a window of the building, or not like in the building inside of the dome. But hey,
could set up near a window.
Gotcha. All right then. Then Chilbu, could I have a perception check? $14.
getting better. Did she roll better than I did? Hopefully.
Let me check. She did in fact roll better than you. Also, are you wearing armor?
I mean, I haven't changed, so yes.
All right.
Is she trying to kill me?
What is your AC right now?
22.
Huh?
22.
God damn.
Well, if you're gonna say I don't have my, if I don't, technically I could not be. I could have put my shield down, I guess. So
I mean,
20.
it's
Or
high.
19.
It's high. It doesn't beat the 24 I rolled, but it is. Damn, it's high.
And look at that.
Chilbu.
It'd be a shame if I had first level. If I had, yeah, I don't have that no more. That's such a shame.
It's just a shame. You are hit. You are struck in the back of the head.
Why? Ow.
It doesn't actually hurt. As you spin around to the sounds of fluttering madness as pigeons have come into your home.
Yo, we bought y'all food.
The pigeons all kind of flutter around the space before eventually flying up into the rafters and settling.
What the fuck?
Is everyone woken up by this racket?
The dome muffles it enough.
Ah.
Not the boss of the morning.
The pigeons all just kind of look down at you and Celebi.
I swear I bought the food before we went to the party. Why are they attacking me?
It is usually said if you feed birds, they come back.
Outside, not in your home. Fucking Alfred Hitchcock ass. Okay. Well, Chopu, I guess we'll now keep watch inside and outside.
Alright. Your watch goes unabated, other than pigeons.
I would like to ask all of you why fiends don't like mucks.
Ooh. Roll a persuasion check.
Damn it, can everybody just do stuff because I'm a nice guy?
No. A 15. It's more of the other way around.
You hate me?
No, my father.
Mox hates your father?
No, my father hates fiends. Although really he hates all things at this point, but initially it was fiends.
Your father's not a fiend?
My father would be described more as an aberration. But
So fiends don't hate Mox.
not personally, I don't think. Although it is likely that some fiends that are in Asmodeus' circles would know about Stillhavity.
Did I try to phone home or something? Is that gonna help?
Probably not.
Okay. Also, do you guys like that word? Do you have a word that you guys prefer? Just making
We
sure.
don't really have a word. Father never saw fit to give us any names.
Now, do you have Bach? Do you like it?
It fits.
This is a start.
It's hard to really get a descriptor for a race that I don't even really recognize anymore.
Did you all used to look like how Veritas looked that one day?
More or less.
Are you guys dogs?
Some. Others had more legs, some had fewer legs. Some even knew how to float.
Which one are you?
I am this now.
Keep your secrets. Probably about time to wake up, Miss Eve.
Probably.
Thanks for the talk.
Certainly.
Yo, Miss Eve.
Hmm.
Watch
Ah,
out for the pigeons.
for the what?
Eve looks up in confusion.
Cool.
Uh, why are? Okay, I'm not even gonna ask.
Ask Boss when he wakes up.
Oh, all right.
Got me for some reason.
Also, I know Chelavi's super popular tonight. Eve is gonna, before Chelavi gets settled to go to sleep, Eve's gonna kind of like tug on her sleeve.
Chelavi,
Yes?
I have a question. Uh, I know you were talking about this already, but you said that you were originally splitting off to go look for Miss Quinn and secure her location.
As well as find any information that they might have had if Miss Gwyn was in fact not on the premises.
But Gwyn was probably your first priority, right? Since the information was a backup plan.
Yes.
Then, forgive me, but why did you go upstairs first? You'd already been given the information that Gwyn had been led down a set of stairs into some underground area. Why did you have to be chased down there instead of starting there?
Because I thought it best to retrieve information while my hands were free.
I hesitate to ask this.
Yeah?
What's the? This is Cassandra speaking, not Eve.
Uh-huh.
What's the vibe check on that statement?
Well, roll me a vibe check.
Okay, let's see how this
Check your
goes.
vibes.
Oh my god!
Vibes seem good. Or rather, undetectable.
Yep, that's another 2. Okay.
Alright. Just be careful, alright? You're one of us too. We care about you. Just as we care about each other.
Thank you. But if you must excuse me, I need to get some rest.
Alright. See you in the morning.
She will turn back into a rapier and will sleep like that. As for your watch, go ahead and roll a perception check.
Come on, don't be a 2. Alright, that's not a 2.
An 18. You're keeping a lookout, looking for any strange fellows out and about at these late hours. And you do not see anyone outside. But every once in a while, you kind of look up at the pigeons. And you notice that a couple of the pigeons look really weird.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really, really weird. For example, one of them is buff. Like, somehow the pigeon has a six-pack? There's also one that is quite the opposite, and it looks like a tub of lard. But perhaps the strangest one is the one that doesn't look like a pigeon. It looks like a halfling with a pigeon head.
Eve opens the water skin she's been sipping from and sniffs it and, like, rubs her eyes. Like, what the hell did my drink get spiked with?
The halfling pigeon looks down at you and says, "Coo."
Cool?
Coo.
Cool. Are you?
Coo. Coo.
That's weird. Eve is very tempted to wake up Bosch. Eve's gonna wake up Bosch.
Do you wake him up early?
Yeah.
Oh god, is this the last watch?
It's getting close.
Oh no. God, realizing this
Bosch
Eve will
is,
not wake
Bosch
up
is the
Bosch.
next watch.
Oh, right, yes. But then he'd have to be up too long. Eve will just kind of awkwardly have a stare down with these not pigeons for the remainder of her shift.
All right. Your shift comes to pass. And I assume you wake up Bosch?
Eve slowly edges over to Bosch, not making any sudden movements. Kind of like pushes him a little with one boot. Bosch? Bosch.
Yeah.
Bosch, you're up, and, Eve will just kind of, like, point.
Why are there pigeons?
At first that was my question too, but now my question is, why are there not pigeons? Did any of your, bird buddies from before look like that?
I feel like I would have remembered something like that. Although I should ask the DM, were any of my bird betties a halfling with a pigeon head?
Nope. No, you have never seen that before.
Okay. Okay. You guys? Yes, I will cast Speak with Animals, I guess.
All right. You cast Speak with Animals. Hey, this is a nice place you got here, says the pigeon you're familiar with.
Thanks, but, usually people don't come visit in the middle of the night. What's going on?
Yeah, well, we needed a place to hide out for the evening. We figured you wouldn't mind. Don't worry, we're behaving real well. Just look at your floor, spotless. And your floor is, in
Floor
fact,
spotless?
your floor is, in fact, spotless.
Okay, I appreciate that. I guess, friends and I hadn't really discussed what we were gonna do with it, or we hadn't decided what we were gonna do with this place, but, we don't normally just get people who decide to come in. Where do you normally spend the night?
Well, normally we hang out from warehouse to warehouse, depending on what's going on in town.
Okay, well, normally we like people to, talk about staying with us before they just show up, but,
Well, come
I don't
on,
know. Things are weird.
we're pals, aren't we? Friends?
No. Made a deal, and both sides carried out the deal. I appreciate we were good business partners for that time. I gotta say, you all at calling Tia, that's not something that needs a lot of respect.
What, I can't appreciate a fine pair of wings?
Can, but you know, talking to people like that, it's not a way of complimenting them. It's just kind of messed up. I mean,
Yeah, but I'm also
Hey.
a pigeon, so
huh?
I'm a pigeon.
Doesn't mean that you can't, treat other people with respect.
Do you see the way the pigeons are treated?
Yeah, Chad, I know. It's a struggle. It's hard taking the high ground sometimes. Just, lots of people get bad treatment. No. I guess I'm more saying that we need to kind of establish boundaries here. Great as business partners, but I think you kind of took it to the next level without everyone being ready, per se. But to say that we're not, that we wouldn't want to be friends. Just, we had kind of a defined relationship, and then we just kind of moved it on. And we're just, we had a really bad day yesterday. That's not your fault. It's a lot all at once.
Yeah, I heard you went to the vampire lady's house. We honestly thought you were kind of gonna die. Part of the reason why we decided to come here, but you guys were alive, and, well, we were already here.
Yeah, you were. We kind of thought we might die there too, so kind of glad things worked out. I think we can probably work something out. We were remodeling this place anyway. What if we could figure out some way, leave a place for you all to stay? And I mean, like I said, we haven't even figured out what we're doing with this place yet. We're gonna do something.
What? And then you see the blob roll over, and you hear, "Why is there all this cooing?"
But pigeons are here. It's okay.
Coo.
Brewster, is that you?
So I want to talk with the group about this because this place doesn't just belong to me. We could figure out something where we could have a space for you all to be comfortable, stay somewhere. You don't have to go around to all different places. It's we can. I think you've seen that we can treat you with respect, even if the common kind of riffraff around here doesn't know who's in charge.
All right, if that's how you feel.
By the way, to make it weird, but it's with that guy. Kind of not towards the pigeonling.
Oh, what? That's Frank.
Oh, hey Frank.
Coo.
Frank does not speak pigeon either.
No. He's literally just saying coo.
God damn it. What is happening?
Weird. I mean, you probably did, but you're seeing things okay. Not sure exactly what we ate at that dinner, although it all looked real fancy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Frank is a bit of a weirdo.
No.
Didn't really get the best end of the stick.
Can't say I know what he goes through, but I've been in the position of being the odd one out. Well, I guess I'm standing watch, so I have a while to talk if you know, to talk about stuff.
Yeah. Also, if it's payment, we can work something out.
I mean, can all, like I said, we can talk with my friends here, figure out something. I wasn't asking for payment, but I know you all are into mutual relationships. We can figure something out, like you said.
Here, tell you what. Because of us infringing, and I realize that now, it's a bad move, bad look. So how about this? Give you 10 gold to smooth things out for tonight. We just need a place to stay. We'll mosey on out of here.
You know what?
Does that sound amenable to you?
Sounds like a deal.
Alright, coin purse. And a normal looking pigeon flutters down to you. You might want to outstretch your hand.
Yeah, for sure.
The coin purse, the pigeon, will regurgitate 10 gold coins.
Okay, and Bosch will take it without flinching.
They're I should also mention that it's not. It's only slimy. There's no like food bits or anything like that.
Hey, he does what I do.
All right.
Right. Sounds like a good deal here. I mean, if you all have, this is just, spitballing here for future business relations. All have access to gold, and I'm assuming that shopkeepers and such don't really do business with you. I mean, that could be something that we could work out too. Is if you want to ever want to buy something, it can be a proxy,
Yeah, we kind of already got that.
You do? Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Miss Eve.
Yes?
Money. I still have your necklace.
Oh, right. Yeah, I would love to. Unless you want to keep it.
That's okay. You can have it back.
Okay, thanks. Think I'll feel a little safer with that. Goes back to
And-
staring at Frank.
And Veritas will like jiggle a bit, and then you see some bubbles form, and then the necklace comes out with some mucus on it.
Ugh.
There you go.
Oh, thanks, buddy. Takes it between two fingers and just kind of sets it on the floor next to her for now.
Veritas, you see him start to grow a few limbs and starting to take on the bipedal form. And he walks over to Bosch.
Bosh.
What's up?
Why don't you use me anymore?
Oh,
You see that he kind of like right at you, like your shin level. You see that like the single eye look up at you.
I mean, if you feel strongly about it, I can use you. We went through a lot to get that chance, and on the other hand, it's really best against dragons, and we're not really fighting them a whole lot these days.
It's a stupid. Veritas better.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I guess I can use you.
You see Veritas transform and takes the form of a long staff with a big metal square at the end of it. A great hammer.
That's I've used one of these in a while. Will you be more comfortable as a blob while you're resting?
I should maintain forms and shapes. It'll help me.
Right?
I was just really tired out from last night.
That was a long day. Think also as a note, it's probably been more than 10 minutes of real time. So speak with animals is probably faded by now.
Probably.
Bosch, what's up with
That, are we good? Money is exchanging. What's happening?
Cool.
I think we're good. A little complicated. Sounds like they thought we were gonna die, so they were gonna just come. We live here, and then they were kind of surprised to see us. Had a little talk about boundaries, and it felt like it was best, since I wanted to establish that kind of stuff, that they pay for staying here, and then we can talk about a deal later.
Okay. That's good, I guess. What about Bosch? What about that one? And the other two with them? What did they say about them?
Sounds like Frank has it rough. They didn't really say what's going on with him.
Frank? Okay. Huh. Well,
I'll go to whispering because I also don't know. I don't think we established whether the pigeons understand us when I'm not speaking, or when I'm speaking common.
You're right. You haven't established.
But I will whisper that I don't think Frank speaks pigeon either. I don't know what the deal is there.
On a hunch, Eve will hesitantly speak up and address Frank in halfling.
hey, Frank, is it? Would you like to introduce yourself?
In halfling,
Oh shit.
he says, "Coo,"
God damn it, Matt! Freaking Matt.
which in common just sounds like "coo."
Wow. Well, yeah, don't know what I was expecting there.
You could roll an insight check
Okay.
to see if he understood you.
I mean, I know one person who can probably.
Oh my.
You are really freaked out by this pigeon. Halfling,
Yeah, that
you're
tracks.
not even sure at this point. Just like, is it either? Is it neither?
Veritas will mind link with Frank.
Oh no, are you sure you want to do that?
Okay.
Yes.
I need a wisdom saving throw.
Oh god!
19. You link your mind with Frank the halfling pigeon and are assaulted with 1,000 coups. You manage to save against thinking you're a pigeon for a day.
Oh my god!
And
I
you get
refuse a few
and
times.
and you get the feeling Frank is insane.
Oh no.
Coo! Coo!
Coo.
I have found out.
Uh-huh.
He's insane.
Oh. Okay, well, that's lovely. I'm gonna go
Also,
back to bed.
I mean, before you do, that segues into another thing that I talked about with them. Boundaries again. Thought maybe we could, because it sounds like they kind of sleep wherever they can. And I have the feeling if we don't do anything, they're just going to come back here. Thinking about maybe, since we're remodeling, making a place for them to stay. It's maybe separate from where we sleep.
You know, I think that is a fantastic idea, Bosch.
She lowers her voice a little bit.
since apparently they offer information to anyone who can speak with them. And I don't know if it's a good idea for them to be hanging around us while we're having our private talks so much.
And still not sure if you understand a comment.
Veritas will mind link with the chubby fat one.
Oh god.
All right. What you receive is.
Hello.
Do you have food?
Oh god.
No, but I really wish I did.
So do I.
What kind of food do you like?
Bread.
I like bread too.
I love bread.
I love that really chewy. And
You are of a like mind. What is your name?
my name is Veritas. What's your name?
My name is Tubbs.
Hi there, Tubbs. I appreciate someone who can enjoy food.
So do I.
If I do find some extra bread or something, I'll save some.
Thank you. You actually watch as Tubbs the pigeon, upon thinking about bread, almost seems to become even more gelatinous.
Oh,
Like, he starts to almost melt around the beam he's perched on. You are unsure if this pigeon has bones.
He and I think we're friends now.
Veritas says that to Eve and Bosch.
Oh, that's good. Oh. That's great.
Great.
His name is Tubbs. He likes bread. I like bread.
I mean, what's not to like? Bread's pretty great.
I want some bread.
Ah.
maybe this is all a dream.
It's kind of early for breakfast, but maybe after the sun comes up, we can go out and get some freshly baked bread.
Eve looks completely lost.
It's like 3 in the morning.
Yeah, it's pretty late.
Eve will
What kind of bread do you
just.
like?
What?
What kind of bread do you like, Miss Eve?
Any bread, I guess?
I like long bread. I like soft bread. I like hard bread. Also chewy bread.
I mean, chewy's the kind I'm most used to. I'm gonna go to bed. I need sleep. Good night.
Eve's just gonna, without another word, just kind of turn and like stagger over to a corner of the dome and just kind of curl up and facing away from all this.
What about you, Bosch?
What kind of bread do I like? I mean, I think it's more about how fresh it is. Like, when you get it right out of the oven, that's just right. But I mean, you said you like hard bread. What do you like about hard bread?
It takes a while to dissolve in my stomach.
What do you
Sometimes I
like?
find it on the ground. Keeps me full for a while.
Um, got a little pro tip. When you find food on the ground, it's not normal to just pick it up and eat it.
I don't pick it up. I just eat it.
Do you ever, when you eat something weird, you don't ever feel bad afterward?
He kind of like you see the great hammer kind of like wobble side to side a bit.
Not really. If it feels weird, I just send it to the storage.
Guess that's not a problem then.
And then I cough it back out later.
Tell you what though, I mean, most people don't eat food off the ground. Probably get some weird looks if you do that. Lots of people are watching. I'm not gonna judge, but I think you're trying to kind of get used to how how lots of other people act.
How
You're
do
better at
people
hiding among people.
how do people not eat food when it's right there? Do people go hungry?
Do yeah. It's kind of gross, but like if people eat food off the ground, sometimes they get tapeworms. I don't think that's a problem for you, but people can have like a worm that grows inside your intestine, and it's not fun. They can just get sick from eating food off the ground.
I've had worms before. They didn't taste good.
No, they don't.
Not very filling.
Yeah, just a pro tip. I mean, I don't know how your eating works. But, people are gonna notice if you find bread on the ground and eat it.
I know mostly that people they usually eat food from their mouth. You don't just like shove it in your body. That I know.
Huh?
And sometimes you use those weird iron or metal or devices.
I mean, personally, I usually like eating with my hands unless it's like soup. People like to use forks and stuff. Don't want to. I mean, I like talking to you, but you don't want to some more sleep. I know you were real tired.
I can't slack off. Not when we need to save Virgil, and we have all these other things that we need to do. I need to get. I need to get more reliable. I think that's how you say it.
I mean, the others are going to be sleeping, whether or not you're doing something. I think you're good to take a break for a little bit.
Can you give me a persuasion check?
Veritas, can you give me a con save?
All right.
All right. You are able to force yourself to be awake if you want to.
I'll be good. I can do it.
Okay.
The thought of eating a freshly made bread is what powers him through.
We better have some bread when it's morning.
Oh yeah. It's one of the best parts about, waking up early when you're in town.
All right. The night continues with no problems, and eventually dawn breaks. Veritas, do you plan on staying up for the remainder of the evening?
Veritas will.
Then you only benefit from a short rest, and you take a point of exhaustion.
Very well, I don't really lose much. And he is going to roll one hit dice.
All right.
And let's see here. 1d6. I heal for 6. Back at full.
Now here's a question, DM. If I used Speak with Animals, did not rest the rest of the night, does that mean that I've used it for the day?
Give me a high or low.
High.
You have used it for today. It was a 2.
Okay. Makes sense to me. It seems like, at least with the pigeons, Veritas will be able to speak to them. Yeah, I'll start getting people up.
When Eve wakes up, she immediately, her head whips around to look at the ceiling. Are they still there?
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Oh, it wasn't a dream.
Hi, Miss Eve.
Good morning, Veritas.
Morning. We're going out for bread.
Oh, alright. Yeah, that sounds nice, actually. Let's definitely leave. That, the sooner the better. She stares at the ceiling.
Yeah. And I did double check on Veritas's thing. It does technically work.
Very nice.
Okay. I think we're heading out to get some freshly baked bread.
All right. As you're about to leave, you hear a knock on the door.
The pigeon I'm shooting at.
The pigeon's already inside.
Yeah.
I assume you open the door?
Eve will.
We're expecting Greymalkin.
And that is exactly who
Not
is
there.
outside. You see Greymalkin there. And Eve or Bosch, which one of you opened the door?
I don't know. I think we both said it. Do you want to, or do you want me to? Either one's fine.
You know what?
Yeah, let's do it.
Just like, you know what? I'll give it to both of you. Both in an act of kindness, trying to open the door for someone. I need the both of you to make dexterity saving throws.
Oh boy.
My.
Does Veritas have to make a dexterity saving throw because he's on the back of Bosch?
For this one, it's going to depend on Bosch, which you both managed to save, and so does Grey Malkin. As you open the door, you are suddenly acutely aware of flapping behind you.
Ah!
And you're able to get out of the way of the pigeons as they swoop out of the door and off into the morning sky.
It was too short to need to make this check.
Don't worry about them.
That was quite a few pigeons, as well as some odd ones.
Yeah, we don't speak of those, apparently.
How is the halfling flying? He's literally flapping his arms.
Oh my god. Eve's eyes go a little crossed.
Yeah, we off to get some bread. You eat?
I have already eaten for today.
The hell, Conda? Okay.
Hello there, Mary.
Hello. I take it you rested well?
Mm-hmm.
So, you head out to get bread, which is easy enough to acquire. Bread is bread.
Can Veritas get like a nice hot baguette?
Why, yes, you can.
Yeah, that one, Bosch, the big long one.
Actual poor life lesson flashbacks.
Right.
Not good.
I mean, we're paid 10 gold for allowing pigeons to stay with us. I assume we have plenty of money for bread.
Oh, absolutely. It's literally a copper piece. It's bread.
Who wants pie?
Pie. Now, pie will be a little bit difficult to get.
What a
At
big
least-
city. They don't make no pie?
Well, it's not that they don't make pie. It's the time of day.
They don't make breakfast pie?
If they make breakfast soup, they gotta make breakfast pie.
That's only Wandering Weasel.
Breakfast soup pie.
Ugh.
Breakfast pie soup?
Ugh.
Ooh.
By the way, can I get another baguette
Oh,
from my
Lord.
friend Bubs? Bosch?
Huh. Got plenty of money. Sure.
He eats one baguette and stores the other one.
This happens.
Veritas is still a hammer, correct?
Yeah.
So I'm just shoving a baguette into a hammer.
You are.
Is this in
The-
full view of the baker?
The dwarven baker just kind of looks at you just like, what the hell?
Just roll with it. Don't worry about it too much.
Magic.
Okay.
You see some strange things in this city, sir.
Next time, have pie.
Sure. I mean, I'll have pie later today.
Well, I'm not going to be here later today.
Well, then I guess you're not having pie.
You, friend. Terrible business model.
Eh. He just shrugs.
What do y'all think about a bakery?
What about a bakery?
Well, we're gonna make a business, right?
Oh,
Ooh.
I mean, do you know anything about being a baker?
I know we can bake better than this fuck.
Is that a challenge?
Oh lord.
You invoking the rights of a bake-off?
Oh
Hey, man, I'm not involved in this. It's just you and the imp.
Bake, 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 bake,
Chance the hammer.
bake, bake, bake.
Shelby drops the gauntlet.
Alrighty then.
I'm not sure what skills are necessary for baking.
It's true, you don't. Has Childu baked before?
I mean, I'm sure he has made food. He's definitely not a baker. But, like, this is medieval times. Like, yeah, like, you make your own bread. It's happened.
Alright.
It's happened, for sure. I mean, there's not that much money at the orphanage. Can I say if somehow? Let me roll for it.
I mean, we want to do this later. This kind of people maybe being kidnapped.
Yeah.
We've got Grey Malkin here. It's kind of waiting on us.
Hello.
Rain
She's
check?
waiting on you. She's not really doing anything for me.
Yeah, Chopu doesn't know how to bake.
Well, if you don't feel like you got the skills for baking, then you got no business getting in the baking business. You'll just
See you
flower
soon.
around.
We'll be seeing you around.
Mm-hmm.
Watch the skies, my friend. Chopu walks off.
Just kind of gives you the stink eye.
Oh, good. We've already made an enemy in our potential field of business. Excellent. We're off to a great start.
The boys are gonna ship bomb that man tonight.
I have bread payment.
Do have a pretty good business relationship at this point.
And we could literally chase away all the competition with your bird mafia.
Oh, so we're gonna be a predatory baking practice. Alright.
Predatory good.
Oof.
Well, at least the things
Anyway.
that are actually bake.
It's all quite very interesting, but I do believe we have vampires to find.
Yes, thank you, Miss Greymilk, and yes, let's do that.
Alright.
Are they like,
Vampires.
Well, yes. It appears that there were more vampires at Lady Eschertel's estate last night. They were the intruders.
how do I tell vampire friend from vampire foe?
These vampires appear to be starved. They will not look like Eschertel. They are likely
Will they look
hiding
like
out in
Wolfram?
they're likely hiding out in the Dead City.
Yes, well, first things first, we need a little bit more of a lead. We do have a bit of one. We need to figure out where in the Dead City the blind candle is located. So I think that should be our first order of business.
DM,
Yes.
does Sheldon know the city well enough to commission a new set of thieves' tools on the way?
You would know enough that you would be able to fix your thieves' tools.
Look at that. Sheldon should have taken that bake off. Skills.
Right, but
That'll
it
be
will
later.
cost you a bit of money to repair them. It'll cost you about 5 gold in supplies.
Is that cheaper than thieves' tools?
These tools are like 25 gold.
Sheldon will take this deal.
We should hit up that clothing store and get Chilbu a proper chef hat.
Yo, did the carpenter ever show up? Did we do that?
Do you remember when the carpenter was supposed to arrive?
I thought he was coming back on the next day in the morning. It's probably now. That's my recollection. I could check notes.
Open runs back home.
And for clarification, this isn't me asking you, do you guys remember, so that you can remind me? I do know when he's supposed to be there. Just to clarify that in case anyone thinks that I don't know.
Yeah.
As I occasionally don't. But sometimes I do. Most times I do.
No, I'm pretty sure we talked about the next morning.
Veritas don't know.
Eve shrugs.
But priority children, where are you going?
Furniture!
Chilbu runs back home.
I'll catch up later.
So, what do the rest of you do?
Onward!
We want to check the House of Knowledge, see if we could find out where this place is.
Yeah, I believe
We
that
can kind of ask around.
I think that someone mentioned that we might have to check with the castle staff, that they would be the ones to have records of the dead city. But we could check the House of Knowledge first. Honestly, I'm not terribly comfortable going to the castle for this sort of thing.
I mean, sounds good to me. The way I see it, probably somebody in the castle is the one who told Eschatel about where we live.
Yeah. Uncomfortable on many levels. So, House of Knowledge first then.
Sounds good.
Hey Veritas. Veritas? Oh no, he's dead.
Oh no.
Would you mind checking in with Jimbo occasionally while we're over there, just to make sure he's alright? Honestly, I'm not sure it's a good idea for him to be around the city alone when we have potential enemies in the city.
It tires me out to do it.
Oh, it does. You can't just... Oh, alright. Never mind. Do we wanna... Someone wanna go after him? Or...
I think he's fine.
Alright. Alright, then let's go.
Alright. You head off to the House of Knowledge. And arrive there safely. Entering its halls, you once again see the elf? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was an elf. Kind of looks up at you.
Hello, sir. Again.
Hello.
We have an information request that we are looking for. Is there anywhere we would be able to find some information about the different buildings that were existing in the Dead City, as it's now called?
You would likely have to consult the records predating the calamity.
Alright, excellent. What section shall we look in for that?
That would be back there. Section 12.
Thank you very much. Give him a salute. Stroll on back.
All right. Now go ahead and roll an investigation check. With a 15, you're able to, as you have been in libraries before and have frequented their halls, you know how the catalog system typically works and able to find the information you seek quickly. And are able to determine that the blind candle was the tavern closest to the gate that existed in the Dead City prior to it being that. It should be located right here.
Huh.
Alright. So, question. This gate-looking thing down here, the southern one,
Yes?
is that a functional gate? Or would we know if that's a way into the Dead City? Or if you have to enter through the other half of this? How does one usually make their way in there, anyway?
Typically, civilians don't. They are under constant guard, and people aren't allowed through.
That's a problem.
At least not typically.
Okay. But that is a gate. It's just not a gate that people are allowed to use. Maybe? Yes? No?
It is a gate, but people aren't allowed to use it.
Okay.
Is Bosch like next to Eve while she's like doing this, or
I'd imagine Bosch is trying to help, but being so out of place in a library is mostly looking randomly.
Alright. I think I've got it. Now we know. It is quite deep in if we're looking at it from the side of this half of the city. But maybe if we could get in through the southern gate, we wouldn't have to travel so far through dangerous territory. That would involve getting past whoever is guarding it, though. Actually, maybe that won't be such a problem because of these. Kind of busts out the badge that the Lord of Neverwinter had given them.
Maybe.
That could work. And, I mean, if that's not enough, we can... Sounds like Eschatel is kind of the power behind a lot of stuff here. Maybe we could also tell him that she sent us.
I mean, we could do that, but it sounded kind of like she wanted to keep this discreet. Perhaps I was reading it incorrectly, but I think maybe she doesn't want people to know necessarily that she's the one who's instigating this investigation.
Okay.
Unless we're successful, probably then she'll take all the credit.
Well, I guess that follows. And if worst comes to worst, I mean, Tia can fly. We're trying not to show that we're here with the dragon, but at the same time, we can get over a wall.
That is true. Alright, we've got options now.
Okay? I guess we just need to pick up Chobu, wherever he's at.
Oof. Hope he's alright. Yeah, let's definitely go do that.
Chilbu.
Maybe
Yep.
I'm sorry, were you going to say something, Colin?
yeah, sorry, one last thing. Do you think he's just gonna bamf over when he's ready?
Oh. That's a good point. I suppose he could do that. It would make sense. He probably will do that, actually.
He does that all the time.
Okay, so we're good.
Well, yeah, pretty much.
Onward!
You head out from the library. And Chilbu, you return to your warehouse, place of residence, whatever you want to call it. Fixer-upper, maybe. And you, I presume, wait around for Carpenter to show up.
Yep.
Alright. You end up waiting there for a while.
Oh.
Just before the sun reaches midday, you do catch the sight of a very burly man walking down the street with wood and tools in cart.
It was today.
It was today,
So it was, yes.
early afternoon.
Hey,
Ah, hello there.
just the man I wanted to see. I got visions.
Visions, huh?
Yep.
Alright, well, let's see if I can make those a reality.
Oh, you know how to make a 10-foot radius circle?
Oh, yeah, sure, I got some tools here.
I need that. I need the whole floor to just be sofa.
Sofa, huh?
Sofa.
That'll be quite a bit of fabric.
Comfy, you know, something livable. But like maybe waterproof just in case one of our friends might leak. I don't know.
That's odd, but so 10-foot
We need
hole
stuff off the floor. So,
sofa.
just in case. How much room does that leave me in the warehouse?
It does leave you with a fair amount of room, just this little 10-foot area.
Okay. I need a big person desk and a little person desk.
Alright.
Each of which can seat 2 humanoids. If this is it.
Alright.
How much more room I got left?
Well, that'll take up that corner over there. Got about half the room left, I'd say.
I need a bakery indoors that has a canopy in case there's an indoor pigeon infestation. Hypothetically.
A hypothetical pigeon infestation.
Yep. I need the whole bakery to be able to be shut down. Can't have the pigeons eating my wares.
You haven't been talking to Taylor, have you? Never mind. So, you want an oven that can be safeguarded from indoor pigeons. Okay.
Bakery tank.
Bakery, what?
Tank. I know
Tank?
what a tank is. I'll build one eventually. Then everyone will know what tanks are.
Okay.
Mobile is dope if it's possible.
A mobile bakery tank.
Yep. Defensible.
I'm not sure if I'm the guy you want for that.
I want it to be, I mean, defensible from birds, like, not defensible from mobs. It can be wood. Well, the oven part's gotta be brick.
Yeah, you might want someone else for the oven.
Subcontract some stuff. I trust you. You're a professional.
Alright. That'll likely take up the rest of the room, though.
Yeah, that's fine.
Alright.
Can there also be a bit of the canopy over the 10-foot sofa? Again, hypothetical bird infestation.
I thought you said you wanted it to be mobile.
Not the sofa. Just the oven.
Right, the oven that has a canopy?
Well, when it's inside, it needs to be parked under a protected area.
Uh-huh. Alright.
Mobile protection's even better. Show me what you got. You pay extra for creativity around here.
I mean, it's kind of dangerous to have a canopy over a oven. You know.
I don't want to hear excuses, sir. I want to see dreams being made reality.
Right.
Look at this stick. No one ever thought of this stick before. It has a compartment. It's beautiful. If you can make the stick, you can make the oven.
Yeah. Okay.
Relief.
I'll see what I can do.
How much do you need to get started?
Well, the extra materials I'm probably going to pay for up front.
Yep. Start calculating again.
Probably start out with 50 gold.
There. Chilbu will. Yeah, Chilbu will give me 50 gold.
Alright. I just finished up taking up some measurements and jotting down a bit more information, and then I'll get started. Anything in particular you want done first?
Sofa canopy. Highest priority.
Alright.
Shield over where our 10-foot circle will be. Yeah.
Okay.
And it has to be more than 10 feet off the ground. The canopy itself.
Alright. I can do that.
Imagine a 10-foot hemisphere. Hemisphere? Semicircle? Hemisphere. Hemisphere. He knows what a hemisphere is.
Yeah, I know what a hemisphere is.
Yeah, imagine one of those underneath, but protected. 10-foot radii. Is it still a radius on the sphere?
Yes, it's still a radius on the sphere.
Yes, 10-foot radii.
Right.
Alright, done deal.
All right. Yep.
Toby shakes his hand and then bamfs.
Does he want me to lock up or something?
I mean, I figured we were talking outside, man.
No, you went.
That's the wrap-up talk.
You went inside so he could take measurements.
Yes, and then you talk business. You don't just stay inside. Okay, fine. I'll walk him out, shake his hand, and then bamf. Does someone have a key? Does only Bosch have a key?
Probably. I did talk about getting 4 keys made, but we never did it.
You know, fuck it. I bamf from inside then. We ain't got locks. I take
You're
the
just
bag of
gonna
holding
leave
with me,
him
though.
in there?
I take the bag of holding with him.
This poor carpenter.
He's being well paid for his services. Dream big, sir.
All right. Eve, Bosch, and Veritas, as you're walking down the road, heading towards... Where were you heading?
That's a good question. I don't think we said.
No.
Are we going to go out of the city and then walk around? So we're gonna like go out this gate and walk around to the gate over here?
Yeah,
Is that what
I
we're doing?
Probably not getting them to them until, what, 3, 4 p.m., something like that? Like, it's gonna be a minute. Y'all enjoy.
Because I'm assuming that there is no way through the internal wall between the dead city and the rest of the city.
There is actually a small gate that's actually not too far away from the orphanage. Right here.
A great place for an orphanage, sir.
I don't know. We'd have to travel a long way through the dead city doing that.
So we're going around?
That wouldn't
Yeah.
really save much time, would it? Because we still have
Especially
to,
if we
we'd
can-
have to get around that huge-ass crater to get to the one.
Yeah, that's true. So it's roughly the same distance either way.
And we can like power walk through the city, but if we're in the dead city, we have to worry about possibly getting attacked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think we're
Yeah,
heading outside of the city. And then maybe we could ask Tia for a lift? Or do we want to just walk to the door?
Well,
It's probably best to.
I can't
Alright, Tia, go ahead.
lift all of you. You have an extra with you.
Oh, right.
Greymalkin waves their hand.
That's. I don't know how well the guard or how well the wall's patrolled. Really want to leave flying over the last resort.
We have
Yeah.
some.
Yes, we do. That should be good enough. All right, on foot to the gate. Let's roll.
1, 2.
And specifically the outside gate, right?
Yes.
All right. You walk out you approach the city gates to exit Neverwinter. And you are stopped by the local guard. Whoa there. May I ask why you are leaving the city?
Why we're leaving? Are we not allowed to leave the city?
Well, you are, but we're still curfew is lightening up, but it's still a concern. We want to keep track of all the people that leave the city. So that's why if people come looking, we can tell them.
Ah, right. Fair enough. Well, you don't have to be worrying about us. She'll flash her badge.
Oh, okay. So then you're leaving on city business.
You could say that. We are attempting to do the city a service. We'll be back shortly.
All right. Well, then in that case, please continue on.
Why, thank you. Have a lovely day.
Mm-hmm. To you as well.
Man, that would have been really awkward if Chilbu just popped out right then.
So yeah. So the thing is that people get, because of the nature of the world, people get asked kind of as a way of logging people that are outside of city limits, just in case, something was to happen to them, as it is likely to do. In a world with dragons, vampires, and other beasties.
Fair enough.
So-
Damn, that's a lot of people to keep track of in a giant city, though.
Yeah. But you are able to flash your badges and you make it through just fine. And you walk along the city limit till eventually you do find yourself in front of the gates. These are also guarded. And once again, you also get stopped. Hello there. What business you got in the Dead City?
Sorry. Ah, well. Eve will pull out the badge again.
We are in the middle of an investigation.
Huh? I didn't get no notification of investigation. The patrol has been halted since a month ago.
It's not an investigation that is directly under the supervision of Lord Neverember. But it is nevertheless an investigation that is in service of this fine city. There have been disappearances lately, yes?
There have been.
Wouldn't it be to everyone's benefit if we got down to the bottom of that?
Yeah, but the Dead City's a dangerous place.
We're dangerous people.
And that might make it even more dangerous.
How do you mean?
Well, currently, the rift used to pour out undead. Some magic folk came by a couple years ago and sealed it off. But if they can seal it, then someone could unseal it. So, that'd be bad.
Eve's eyes widen.
Are you suggesting that we would do such a thing?
I don't know. Would you?
Obviously not. If Lord Neverember trusts us, then really? You're going to question his judgment in this matter? I mean, I can go back to him and bring this up if you'd like. What's your name, sir?
Roll an intimidation check.
No, nat 20.
Oh.
We don't need to get Neverember. Of course not. I would never distrust Neverember.
Good. I'm sure he'll be happy to hear that.
Right. Just, Don't break it.
We would never. No worries.
Alright. Open her up. And the portcullis gate, whatever you want to call it, lifts up to allow you inside, which does close when you get across the threshold.
All right. We're in, guys.
All right. So, as you are armed with the location of the blind candle, but in an area known to be dangerous, how would you like to approach?
I think quietly and as discreetly as possible would probably be better.
Probably, yeah.
Over speed.
Then I will ask for a stealth check from the group.
Oh, yes.
Me as well?
Sure. It will have a limited impact, but yeah.
Hammered a bit noisy.
You're able to make sure
Where's
that you
meant to
don't
be?
kind of clang in whatever sheath you may be in. If you are in a sheath.
Veritas hates sheath.
I kind
Probably
of visualized
playing
Bosch's just slinging him over his shoulder.
Alright, then Veritas, you kind of make sure you don't clang into Bosch's breastplate. Kind of soften yourself up in that area. So,
Yep.
moving on to the blind candle. As you approach, and this applies really to the entire area as a whole, this place has been rocked, quite literally. There are rubble and debris everywhere. Most buildings are rubble. There are a few still intact, one of which being the blind candle, albeit it does look a little worse for wear, and there is evidence of fire damage. But approaching the blind candle, you see that it is actually a 2-story tavern, and you roll a perception check.
For everybody?
Yeah, that'll be the group as well. See, the game balances itself out, Cassandra. Now you're getting that 20s.
That's true. I'm making up for those twos.
All right. Looking around, you notice that you don't notice anyone. There doesn't seem to be any sign of anyone. Even looking amongst the rubble, it doesn't look like there's any footprints or tracks left by anything going in or out of the front door of this establishment.
Okay, well, this doesn't look especially busy, but it's a lead. Let me see if I can find out anything additional.
And she will
Very quietly play a tiny little ditty on her viol and cast Locate Object to try to find the nearest Harper coin.
Very clever.
Thank
To
you.
which you
That's
get
why
a
I
ping.
left. Hmm?
You get a ping
Oh.
from inside the building.
Mm-hmm.
Or rather, below the building.
what angle does it seem? Deep below the building or like shallowly below the building?
You'd guess basement. Or cellar.
This is it. This is it. I think we found them. They're down there, or at least one of their coins is.
He glances around. Is Chilbu still not with us?
Nope, not yet.
Oh no.
What should we do? Should we wait for...
I mean, we haven't seen anybody yet. Maybe we should find a place to hide and scope out the place. Wait for him to bamf in.
Yeah, that's a good idea. And then we can see if there's any foot traffic going in and out of here. See what we're up against.
Are you still with us?
Yes, I'm right here.
Just double checking.
Let's see if maybe we can find somewhere nearby that's hidden that we can observe from. Maybe an abandoned building with a second or third floor we can hide out on.
There does seem to be a building across the street that seems relatively intact.
Good an option as any. Let's go find a stakeout spot.
Alright. Entering the building, I'd like another stealth check. Just to see how much you disturb, and damn.
Oh my god! Was that 3 in a row?
Even with the natural 20s, yeah.
Holy shit!
Really making up for those early rolls.
I will stop complaining about my dice. The heart of the dice. Guide me.
Alright. Veritas, you kind of try to look around and you accidentally bump into the door frame as Bosch walks through it, being the tall person he is.
There's a sound of metal or this like something hard hitting wood.
But other than that, you are able to make it through the building without disturbing it. However, this does not stop you from being disturbed, as you are able to not disturb the numerous zombies that appear to be just standing in the main room of this building.
Did they notice us come in?
They have not. They're just kind of standing there. You count about 5 of them.
Gosh,
Uh-huh.
are you gonna unsheath me?
He
You're not in a sheath, buddy. You're just on my shoulder.
I mean, are you gonna bring me out?
I was still processing what's going on.
Eve starts slowly backing up the way we came from.
Alright. As you slowly back up, Jason, can you roll me a high or low?
No!
Or call high or low, I mean.
This Chobu we talking about. Let's go low.
Just as you make it outside, Eve, Chilbu brimstones in. As he called it correctly and did not bamf inside the building.
Oh. Man, I was just thinking, yeah, this would be a real bad time for Chilbu to show up.
Lovin' by Eat the Feywild. What y'all think? Workshop it? Huh? Shush. Fine, I'll keep working on it.
That's an interesting idea. We'll discuss it later. There's some stuff that I don't want to make angry in there.
They don't like cake?
I think they like different foods. Like us. Anyway, come on. Away from the building.
Are there any less perilous place, any like trees or bushes or anything?
There are indeed.
It's a
I
nice
ass-
tree that we can hang out in.
I don't know.
There's one singular tree just hanging out.
Nice bushy leaves or dead branches?
Very vibrant. Seems to be in season. Although they are starting to turn a little bit red.
Ooh.
Fall is on its way.
A pretty hiding place.
I mean, we could try that if we can get up there without causing a ruckus.
We're still going with the hiding and watching.
Oh, well, that's true. We were just kind of waiting for you, Chimpo.
Can't rush a man's dreams.
We found where they are, by the way. Or at least one of their coins is in the basement of this place. Do you want to head in? Or do you want to still stake it out?
Into the vampire house? Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
We don't want to do anything about the zombies in the other house.
As you point to the zombies in the other house, you see one of them fall out of the door.
Ooh.
It falls flat on its face. The second one, however, does not fall flat on its face. As it kind of looks towards you and just...
Well, shite.
And that's where we're going to end today's session.
God damn it! Oof.
That shit went just as planned, right?
Yeah, sure.